As a dietitian, this is one of those nutrition myths that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Hi, I'm Kate Turner. I'm a registered dietitian, and today I'm going to be breaking down some diets for movies and TV shows. Okay, Sylvester Stallone. I have a feeling this is Rocky. Okay, this is definitely Rocky. Have to take a pause and give a shout out to my hometown Philly where it was filmed. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna eat these raw eggs. Oh, definitely eating the raw eggs. As a dietitian, this is one of those nutrition myths that's one of my biggest pet peeves. So the idea that raw eggs are actually better for you is not true. So in this scene, when Rocky's eating the raw eggs, he's actually only getting about 50% of the protein from those eggs, versus if he had cooked them, he would have gotten 90% of the protein. Oh, I'm gonna have a good fact for you guys. The things we would do for a banana. One of the things you may not know is that a serving size for a banana is actually half a banana. So when you're having a full banana, you're actually having 2 servings.
They are true.
Not all bananas are created equally. As bananas ripen, their sugar content increases. So a less ripe banana or more green banana has less sugar in it.
Banana.
I don't think I know this one. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Probably the most important thing, don't ever feed him after midnight.
They should probably tell me that, and most of us, right? Because this is what happens when you're fed after midnight. When we are sleeping and we're giving ourselves at least 12 hours without any food, our insulin cells are able to regenerate. When you eat after midnight, it can lead to weight gain and weight retention. The Gremlins seemed a bit hangry, and that's another side effect when your blood sugars are out of control. So when we're on this blood sugar roller coaster, that's when we can actually start to feel hangry and maybe turn into somewhat of a gremlin ourselves.
All the donuts in the world!
Is this like donut hell? I don't even want to know how many donuts he's eating. So I think we all know donuts aren't great for us, but the real reason they aren't is because of the trans fats. When processed oils are fried, it increases the trans fat content, which actually increases our bad cholesterol and lowers our good cholesterol, which can lead to heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Don't be afraid of eating a donut once in a while. You just want to be mindful of your overall fried food consumption. And hey, if you find a donut shop that doesn't fry their donuts, you're in luck.
Now I'm going to burn this donut to show you how many calories it has. No!
Oh, I love this movie.
I'm having a relationship with my pizza.
I mean, I will say it is good to have a healthy relationship with your food. Nobody can make eating pasta look as good as Julia Roberts. I love this movie, and Julia Roberts can't even button her pants because she's on such a high carb diet. And what's happening is basically when you carb overload, your blood sugars tend to spike, which increases your fat storage. But on the flip side, athletes actually need to be on high carb diets. So someone like Michael Phelps, they actually need all these carbs to use them for energy. So all in all, if you're gonna go to Italy and be on the pizza and pasta diet, just make sure you're gonna use those carbs. Try and move and walk as much as possible. Got some Kahlua there. Oh, and milk. He's making a white Russian. More Kahlua. Jeez, he loves that drink. So the dude clearly loves his drink. I wouldn't have a white Russian every day, but if I did, I would make a few swaps.
Lord, you can imagine where it goes from here.
So I would do coffee or espresso for the Kahlua, vanilla almond milk for the heavy cream, probably Tito's for the vodka.
I don't think it's your landlord who's scamming you.
I don't know what show this is.
Oh.
Oh, this is the one where they eat people.
I couldn't.
So actually the most nutritious parts of the human body are the brain, the heart, and the liver. Now, I'm not saying you should try this diet,
You could taste in her gallbladder how bitter she was.
but because this is true for most animals, these organ meats are a delicacy and usually come with a hefty price tag.
Just tell us how much.
$5,000, Jesus.
Oh, it's Popeye. It would be amazing if this is actually what spinach did to you. Become invincible. So we all know spinach is good for us. It has a lot of calcium, which helps us build strong bones. However, if you eat too much of it, like our friend Popeye here, it does increase the oxalate content. Oxalate in spinach, when you have too much, can bind to calcium and actually make it unavailable for absorption.
Wow, blow me down.
So you definitely still want to eat your spinach, but unlike Popeye, we don't want to eat it all at once.
I mean, what would happen if I ate nothing but McDonald's for 30 days straight?
A lot of things can
Would I suddenly
happen,
be on the fast track to becoming an obese American?
most likely.
At the end of this month, I'll eat as much McDonald's as most nutritionists say you're supposed to eat in
This
8
is
years.
so bad. Okay, so in the last scene by day 27, we hear him saying he feels depressed. There are numerous studies linking fried food, processed meats to depression.
Anybody would say right now that you're sick.
This is not something I would recommend you try at home. I mean, honestly, he probably shouldn't have tried this.
I woke up, couldn't breathe, felt like I was having heart palpitations.
Can you pass the maple syrup, please?
Oh, Elf just has maple syrup with him.
like sugar, huh?
Is there sugar and syrup?
And yes, there is sugar in syrup. Oh no. It's like sugar upon sugar upon sugar. Okay, so I really can't recommend anything about this diet.
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
But I definitely recommend the movie. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe for more.